For years, the luxury car industry sold America a very simple idea. The future of the automobile was a bigger screen, a wider screen, a brighter screen, a curved screen, a screen stretched across the dashboard like a digital trophy case. Mercedes did it. BMW chased it. Cadillac and Lincoln followed the same gravity. Even Tesla, the company that claimed to simplify the cabin, still made the center display the command center of the entire machine. But that entire belief system is now under attack. The Avatr Vision Xpectra is not important because it looks futuristic. Concept cars have looked futuristic for decades. It matters because it challenges the core assumption behind modern luxury interiors, that progress means adding more glass, more menus, more pixels, and more driver distraction. This machine asks a far more dangerous question. What if the most advanced dashboard is no dashboard at all? What if true luxury is not a giant fingerprint-covered screen glowing in your face, but an intelligence that disappears into the windshield, the seats, the lighting, the air, and the physical world outside the car? That is why this is not just another Chinese concept vehicle. It is a warning shot at Stuttgart, Munich, Detroit, and Silicon Valley. If Avatr is pointing toward the next interior war, then the old premium formula may be collapsing in public view. Because the dashboard was once the symbol of control, now it may become the symbol of an industry that ran out of imagination. The reason Avatr Vision Xpectra matters is not simply the design. It is the industrial machinery standing behind it. Avatr is not a lonely startup sketching fantasy cars in a design studio. It sits inside a much larger Chinese technology stack. Chang'an brings the manufacturing base, CATL brings battery dominance, and Huawei brings the digital nervous system. That combination is what makes this concept uncomfortable for legacy automakers. Because Detroit knows how to build vehicles. Europe knows how to build prestige. Tesla knows how to sell software as identity. But what Avatr represents is something different, a coordinated industrial platform where the battery, the sensors, the cabin interface, the computing architecture, and the emotional experience are designed as one system. That is the part American automakers cannot afford to ignore. The Vision Xpectra is not attacking the dashboard as an isolated object. It is attacking the entire philosophy behind the old cabin. For a century, the interior was a collection of parts, steering wheel gauges, vents, buttons, seats, trim, screen. Each piece had a job. Each piece occupied physical space. Avatr's message is colder than that. In the next luxury war, the cabin may no longer be a room filled with controls. It may become a responsive environment powered by computation. And once the cabin becomes software sensors, projection, and artificial intelligence, the companies with the strongest digital supply chain suddenly move from the edge of the industry to the center of it. The real shock of the Vision Xpectra begins when you stop looking at the exterior and imagine sitting inside it. For more than 100 years, the dashboard has been the physical wall between the driver and the road. It held the speedometer, the warning lights, the air vents, the buttons, the radio, the navigation screen, and eventually, the massive digital displays that now dominate luxury cars. It was the command desk of the automobile. Avatr's move is to remove that desk almost entirely. Instead of forcing the driver to look down sideways or across a glowing slab of glass, the Vision Xpectra pushes information forward into the driver's natural field of vision. The windshield becomes more than glass. It becomes an information layer. Navigation lane geometry, environmental alerts, vehicle status, and road guidance are no longer trapped inside a screen buried in the cabin. They are projected into the space where the driver is already looking. That changes the physics of attention. In a conventional luxury EV, the driver constantly shifts focus between the road and the display. 1 second your eyes are on traffic. The next they are checking range climate navigation or a driver assist alert. That tiny movement feels harmless, but at highway speed, every glance downward is distance traveled without full visual commitment. Now place that problem on a night drive through Colorado, a rainstorm outside Houston, or winter traffic in Michigan. The bigger the screen becomes, the more information it demands from the driver. The cabin becomes brighter, busier, and more visually aggressive. Avatr's argument is the opposite. The most advanced interface may not be the one that screams for attention. It may be the one that removes the need to look away. This is why the elimination of the traditional dashboard is more than a design stunt. It is an attack on one of the deepest habits in automotive engineering. For decades, car makers kept adding layers to the cabin. More screens, more controls, more surfaces, more menus. Vision Xpectra suggests that the next leap may come from subtraction. Not more dashboard, less dashboard. Not more glass inside the cabin, more intelligence projected through the world outside it. And if that logic works, then every luxury brand still measuring progress by screen size has a serious problem. But removing the dashboard creates an immediate engineering problem. A car is not a smartphone. It is a 2-ton machine moving at highway speed surrounded by weather traffic blind spots and human panic. If you erase the central screen, remove the familiar buttons, and strip away the traditional control surfaces, then one question becomes unavoidable. How does the driver command the machine? This is where Vision Xpectra shifts from interior design into human-machine warfare. Instead of building a larger console, Avatr appears to move toward a cabin that communicates through spacelight motion and environmental feedback. The traditional center console, once the place for gear selectors, cup holders, switches, storage bins, and wiring tunnels, is no longer treated as the spine of the interior. It becomes unnecessary weight, unnecessary obstruction, unnecessary legacy thinking. At the center of this new philosophy is the idea of an emotional interface, a responsive core that does not behave like a button panel, but like a signal system. Light patterns, ambient movement, spatial cues, and cabin reactions replace the old ritual of pressing, tapping, scrolling, and searching. That sounds abstract until you compare it with the reality of modern luxury cars. Today, a driver in a $100,000 EV can still be forced to dig through screen menus for climate settings, seat adjustments, drive modes, or navigation changes. The cabin may look futuristic, but the interaction is often slower than a physical knob from 20 years ago. That is the vulnerability Avatr is exposing. The next interface war may not be about who has the largest display. It may be about who can remove the display without making the driver feel powerless. For Detroit, Cadillac, Lincoln, and even Tesla, that is not a design question. It is a control question. If the driver no longer touches the machine in the old way, then the vehicle must understand intent before command. And that requires a completely different philosophy of luxury. Not control through buttons, control through anticipation. The most dangerous idea inside Vision Xpectra is not that the screen disappears. It is that the car begins to react before the driver asks. For the old automotive industry, the cabin was passive. It waited. If you were cold, you adjusted the temperature. If the cabin felt too loud, you changed the audio. If the seat became uncomfortable, you moved it manually. Even in the most expensive luxury cars, the human still has to identify the problem, search for the control, and issue the command. Avatr's concept points toward a different relationship. A future cabin does not simply receive instructions. It reads conditions. It watches posture. It interprets breathing, body temperature, movement, pressure points, and stress signals. Then it adjusts the environment before the driver has to break focus. That is a direct threat to the touchscreen era, because a screen-based interior still depends on the driver's attention. It still asks the human to become the operator of a software menu, while also guiding a heavy vehicle through real traffic. But a biometric cabin tries to remove that layer of friction. The car senses discomfort, heat fatigue, or tension, then changes lighting, sound, climate, and seating support as part of one connected response. Imagine a late-night interstate run across Texas. The driver's tired. The cabin temperature rises slightly. Breathing slows. Shoulder posture collapses. In an old luxury car, nothing happens until the driver reacts. In this new philosophy, the vehicle itself becomes the observer. It can cool the air, sharpen the lighting, adjust the seat, and change the acoustic environment without turning the dashboard into a control puzzle. That is the shift legacy brands should fear. Luxury stops being decoration. It becomes prediction. And once prediction becomes the premium feature leather chrome, and bigger screens start to look like yesterday's language. For decades, luxury interiors were judged by the materials you could see and touch: soft leather, open pore wood, brushed metal, thick carpets, heavy seats. The message was simple: the more expensive the surface felt, the more premium the vehicle must be. But Vision Xpectra attacks that definition at the root, because static material is no longer enough. A seat that only looks expensive is still just a seat. A leather surface that cannot respond, adapt, or protect is still a passive object. And in a world where vehicles are becoming software-defined machines, passive luxury begins to look dangerously outdated. Avatr's idea points toward a cabin where materials do not simply decorate the interior. They participate in the driving experience. The seat is no longer just foam stitching and leather stretched over a frame. It becomes a physical sensor field. It can read posture, pressure distribution, fatigue, and body movement under acceleration, braking, or cornering. The seat can tighten, support, reshape contact points, and hold the body with more precision than a traditional luxury chair ever could. This matters because driving is not a calm showroom experience. A vehicle moving through a mountain road in Colorado, a wet freeway in Georgia, or sudden traffic outside Los Angeles is constantly dealing with force: lateral force, braking force, body movement, human tension. The old luxury cabin hides those forces behind comfort. The new intelligent cabin manages them in real time. Even the headrest becomes part of the argument. In the traditional car, it is mostly fixed protection. In Avatr's vision, it can become adaptive protection, changing shape when the vehicle detects hard braking, a sudden swerve, or a collision risk. That is the deeper insult to traditional luxury brands. If material can think, react, and protect, then leather alone is no longer the peak of craftsmanship. It becomes a beautiful relic. And for Cadillac, Lincoln, Mercedes, BMW, and every brand still selling premium as touchable surfaces, this is a brutal message. The next luxury material may not be the one that feels expensive. It may be the one that knows what your body needs before you do. But none of this works if the vehicle underneath is still built like a traditional car. That is the part many legacy automakers underestimate. A screen can be added late. A leather package can be changed. A dashboard shape can be redesigned. But an intelligent cabin cannot simply be glued onto an old electronic architecture. It needs a digital skeleton. For decades, the auto industry relied on scattered electronic control units. One computer managed the windows. Another handled braking. Another handled climate. Another controlled infotainment. Another watched driver assistance. The result was a vehicle filled with separate electronic islands, connected by wiring protocols and compromise. That model was good enough when the cabin only needed to show speed play music and move air through vents. It is not good enough for a vehicle trying to merge projection sensors, driver state road geometry, seat behavior, lighting, sound, and climate into one living system. This is where Huawei becomes strategically important, not because of branding, but because of system integration. The Vision Xpectra points toward a car where LiDAR radar cameras, cabin sensors, AR projection, and body controls must all speak to one central intelligence with extremely low delay. Think about the challenge. If the vehicle projects guidance onto the windshield, that projection must remain stable while the car accelerates, brakes, turns, and hits imperfect pavement. If the seat responds to body movement, it must know what the chassis is doing. If the cabin adjusts lighting or climate based on fatigue or stress, it must interpret human signals without distracting the driver. Everything has to happen together. This is not interior decoration anymore. This is real-time computation. And that is why this concept should worry Detroit as much as it worries Europe. The next premium battle may not be won by the company with the nicest trim or the largest OLED panel. It may be won by the company that controls the sensors, chips, software stack, and energy management underneath the cabin. That is a much harder war, because once the interior becomes a computing environment, the automaker is no longer just competing against other automakers. It is competing against technology supply chains. This is why Vision Xpectra cannot be dismissed as another beautiful concept car. Its real message is not about styling. It is about the end of a lazy definition of progress. For the last decade, premium automakers treated the dashboard like a digital billboard. Bigger screens became proof of innovation. More menus became proof of sophistication. More glass became proof that the vehicle belonged to the future. But Avatr is presenting the opposite argument. The most advanced interface may be the one that disappears. That should make boardrooms in Detroit pay attention. Cadillac can build a stunning electric luxury SUV. Lincoln can sell comfort and presence. Tesla can still claim software leadership. Mercedes and BMW can still defend their enormous digital panels. But if the next luxury standard becomes invisible intelligence, predictive response, spatial projection, adaptive materials, and central computing, then the old race for screen size begins to look painfully shallow. This is not just a design shift. It is a transfer of value. The premium cabin used to be defined by what the customer could see: leather, wood, chrome buttons, stitching screens. The next premium cabin may be defined by what the customer never has to think about: fatigue, glare temperature, posture, road information, distraction, and safety support. That is a much more dangerous benchmark. Because once luxury becomes invisible, legacy brands lose the comfort of showing off hardware. They must prove intelligence. They must prove integration. They must prove that the vehicle can sense, predict, and adapt faster than the driver can complain. The dashboard was once the proud command center of the automobile. Now it may be the artifact that exposes who failed to move on. And if Avatr's vision is even partly correct, the future of automotive luxury will not be measured by the biggest screen in the cabin. It will be measured by how completely the screen disappears.